All right, welcome. We are doing a rebuild of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors here on Dynasty mode. Let's get through some of the beginning shit because a lot of that wasn't that interesting. You don't really want to hear that dude a million hours of voiceover talking about how the mode works and all that. And I've done these a few times, and I don't need to hear it. You don't need to hear it. We all know how it kind of goes. So I'm starting as a level 1 coach, as one does. And it is going to be an adventure because you look at this roster and it is not super ideal. Actually pretty decent at wide receiver, I'm not gonna lie. I was pleasantly surprised by that. Got a halfway decent quarterback, good arm, can push it downfield, actually pretty accurate on the deep ball, so we're gonna be looking to hit a few of those because got some decent receive there with Stephen McBride. Ashlock's a solid player and he's a redshirt sophomore, so we might have 2 more years of him after this, which is great because anybody who can be a foundational player, like, we need him. It's just going to be a little bit of a tricky one. He can get a little bit better, too. Like, he's actually got some pretty decent route running abilities. He got hands. Not crazy fast, but he's not a liability on the speed front, that's for sure. See, a wide receiver is probably the most the point I'm most optimistic about. Got Cam Barfield, 3-star impact running back. Kind of a little dude, but got a lot of room to grow. So if we can get that run game going, he could be a beast. I had a 3-star impact with Temple, turned into like a 91 by the end of his senior year. So it's gonna be some hoopers. We got a tight end who's a decent athlete. He is very small for a tight end, though, only 200 pounds. Kind of feels like he should be a big receiver, but only 82 speed. So we're just gonna line up a tight end because these other tight ends ain't big either. The only one I think really has prototypical size is rated a 51. So, yeah, we'll have a 200-pound tight end. Offensive line, it's good offensive line prospects that come out of Hawaii. The guys who play for Hawaii, it turns out, not super amazing. We got interior linemen here, starting at 2 of the spots under a 70. Just very much not ideal. I think this big boy here might have to bump to the interior, not because it's his best fit, but because we just need somebody there. Also, shout out to Laia. Cool area. I was wondering why I picked Hawaii for my rebuild. Partly because they're in kind of a weird recruiting area. Kind of isolated from everybody. Not going to see a lot of 5-stars popping out of Hawaii. I've done like Temple so far. I've gotten up to a really good place. I got UTEP up to dominant level. And Southwest Texas shouldn't be isn't a super amazing recruiting region, but you're close enough to Central Texas and East Texas that you can make it happen, right? Done with the Raging Cajuns, Louisiana, you'll get some 5-stars out of there. I've had the number 5 overall recruit come out of there. Like Hawaii, you rarely see 5-stars. I think in all my seasons doing this, I've seen 1 5-star from Hawaii, and it was like a defensive end, right? So I'm not going to be just scooping up 5-star quarterbacks just because of proximity to home. That's not going to be happening. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge, and I made my dudes recruiting pipeline Hawaii because I didn't want to just cheese it and make him a Southern California dude and just have a little bit of an advantage there. So look, some of the dudes we got, they're not too bad. Tariq Jones, we got a lot of 2-stars on the team. Some of them are going to be around for a while and have decent ratings. This guy can get a lot better than you would expect for a 2-star, so he's got some room to grow. Right end, we're going to be relying heavy on Elijah Robinson this season. He's probably our best guy on the defensive end. 78 rating isn't outstanding, but he's got good traits, good stats. We've got a linebacker with some decent athleticism here in Logan Taylor, and I'm really banking on some of these red shirts turning into something. Jalen Smith's pretty good too. I'm excited to see what he's got. Probably not going to be a super high ceiling, but it is what it is. We got normally second best corner on the team. I'm putting him on the field regardless because year one, you want to just get wins. You want to improve some of your school ratings so you can eventually get better players later on. But hey man, I might need you for a couple of years, Elijah. I might need you. You might have to stick around, man. Secondary isn't exactly full of great athletes either, so we have a really awesome player in Peter Manuma. Luckily, got some real good skills. Not super fast. He could get a little quicker, apparently, and he's got some room to grow. So Now 2 seasons with him, and the fact that he's actually good in pretty decent in zone coverage and has good awareness and play recognition, and like not bad speed wise, he's going to be a really important player for this team. I know that we have a wide receiver who's rated better, and a quarterback who's actually pretty good, but where I see it, he's going to be kind of the second most important player on this roster. Because not getting carved up by the deep ball when you're kind of undermanned, you're not going to have a great pass rush. You're not going to have, great cornerback play. Like, you really, really want to make sure that you're not just getting crushed by 90-yard bombs all the time, because it's college football, man. Defenders ain't but so good. It's definitely a game that leans toward offense, so just trying to not go out there and get destroyed. Offensively, I really don't know what the game plan is going to be. I think long-term, just because of the type of players the state of Hawaii produces, I think ultimately we're going to be better as far as doing like getting more offensive linemen than anything else. But yeah, I think we're eventually going to turn into a run-oriented team. But for now, at least, it's probably going to have to be spread, quick passes. I don't think there's going to be too much. We're not going to dominate the line of scrimmage on either end. Let's just say that. Depth chart not looking super pretty, but could certainly be a lot worse. I think I have Cameron starting it right outside. No, I don't. I know he's a senior and he can't really improve that much, but he might have to play. We're going to need to put him on the field. We just need guys with decent ratings out there getting it done, because, yeah, buddy, it's going to be a long season. Even in the Mountain West, I mean, I know it's not a Power 5 conference, but it might be top to bottom the strongest of the group of 5, so might be in for a bit of a challenge here. Gotta say, I did not expect the team to be weakest at the line of scrimmage, but that's life. I've got the camera on. I'll be appearing on screen a little bit here. Y'all can see the stress on my face as I likely struggle with some of these damn FCS schools. I think we have 2 FCS schools on the schedule this season, which is beautiful and merciful. I greatly appreciate it. So we filled up my prospect board during the preseason. Got a couple of guys we might get who are pretty decent. I think I've got a good shot at, oddly enough, a dude from Wisconsin. Eastern Michigan's going to fight me out for it. We'll see how it goes, but I'm throwing everything at him because you're talking about a 3-star gem, left tackle, pretty decent size. I gotta try to take him. Like, we really need some blockers. Got 93 strength. Like, we need somebody who can block, man. Like, it's got a 3-star gem quarterback from Washington State, who I think could be a realistic possibility for us. Nobody else has offered him a scholarship yet, which is great. Got a dude named Houston Warrior, which might be the coolest name that I've encountered in a while on this game. Only scholarship offer is from us. From Syracuse, Utah, which is not a town I knew existed. Him being from Utah makes me think it's part of the like Mormon pipeline from Utah to Hawaii, which is very much a real thing. And if you're wondering why I picked the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, I used to live in Honolulu for a number of years, and I always kind of wished the program was a bigger deal. They had some years in the mid-2000s where they were really cool with the air raid, where they put up crazy numbers, and they just kind of fell off. I feel like the stadium was always half empty because people would rather be out like hiking and stuff, and so I think the idea of bringing Hawaii football back is kind of fun. I've been to stuff at the stadium, but I actually never went to a game myself. I saw MLS preseason game there, but actually in a reggae festival in the parking lot of the arena, not even like in the stadium for some reason. I don't know why they put it there, but yeah, we're gonna try to fill that thing up, man. You saw the Pro Bowl out there. It's a pretty big stadium. It's old and kind of beat down, but we're trying to put some butts in them seats. Get people off them hiking trails for a little bit. My other rebuilds are farther along, so I'm used to having like 800, 900 hours to spend on recruiting. 400 is, man, it's real slim. Gotta be real picky about who I send offers to. I'm just like hoping that some of these guys, like that I have a decent enough lead on them to start, that I can hopefully knock out some of these other dudes first and then swing back to McNitt before Toledo or LSU scoops them up. So we're trying to get some dudes on the line of scrimmage. Really excited about Deion Chung. I think he could be really good. Mississippi to Hawaii. I don't think. Hopefully, proximity to home isn't too important to him. We're definitely gonna be looking for guys from California. Utah, I guess, is gonna be a big pipeline for us, and man, we're just gonna have to see how it goes. I've kind of already preemptively given up on these 4 stars because they got a lot more attention off rip than I expected. But that's life, man. That's life. Washington State, not a talent hotbed, but we're gonna have to be out there. And luckily, we got Louisiana as a pipeline, which is not something I expected. But coach, I'm not gonna dig into coach abilities right now because we just don't have any really. Yeah, we are a level 1 coach. We do not have a lot going on. Let me take a look at scheme and playbook. I try to play with the actual schemes for the most part. So option routes, this could be a disaster. I'm not used to running a lot of them. Playing Madden a bunch of years, I'm used to, pro style offenses. I'm not running too many of these options. I'm doing like power runs and stuff like that. So we don't even have any power formations with this team, which is good because our fullbacks are trash anyway, and our tight ends are small. So it's going to be a lot of spread. If there's really that many option routes, I might be throwing a lot of interceptions off of misunderstandings because your boy might be a little bit irresponsible. We're gonna see how this season starts out, man. We're gonna try these dudes. We're gonna see what the astronauts got for us. I know they said they nerfed the FCS teams, but I don't really feel like it was entirely necessary. I think it was fun that they gave you like a little bit more of a challenge than you typically expected, but I don't think it was anything that crazy. Like, they wanted to be good enough that they can actually beat you from time to time, but I don't think they were as overpowered as some people suggested. I think some people were just throwing some bad interceptions, Because how it is with FCS teams in real life, right? Some of these dudes have real, FBS quality dudes on their team. They just don't have that many of them, right? Or maybe they have a FBS quality starting lineup with no depth. So, occasionally you play an FCS team and there's dudes who are rated higher than your guys. That's normal. That's real life. But I guess some people complain, so they tuned it down a little bit because they got tired of people losing. All right, man. First game with this team. First game in this system. For the purpose of realism, I try to use the actual team's offensive system whenever I play as them. Although I will mess around and... oh, God. This is how my season starts. I will mess around and change systems when I change offensive coordinators. So if I bring in a coordinator from let's say this offseason I fire a dude, I bring in the coordinator from Toledo, I'm going to then go use Toledo's offensive system next year. I try to keep it reasonably realistic. All right, we're going to see how this House defensive line holds up. I think our edges are going to be our strength this year. We're going to have to rush the passer effectively. We're going to have to set the edge against the run. We got an impact player. We got a decent linebacker. We got a little something going. Yeah, they're trying to run on me. Surely they'll pass on 3rd and 8, but I'm actually not that confident that they will. They might be running game zealots in the way that some college programs are. Yep. They live that triple option life and they die by it, so that's what they want to do. I'm just not gonna. I'm gonna take a couple risks. I usually play a pretty conservative defense, but I'm trying to get a lead early, so I avoid those situations where you throw some picks and it snowballs. All right, man. Stephen McBride, take us home. Kind of unfortunate that the Astronauts' 2 best players are running backs, but if they got 3 of them on the field at the time anyway, I guess it ain't so bad. All right, we're gonna see if we can get a little bit of running game going. I don't have high hopes for the running game. Hey, we actually got a decent crowd at this game. Like the other rebuilds I've done, it started out empty, empty. Like when I was playing as Temple, like my God, man, like they play in the Link. They play in an NFL-sized stadium, and that joint was, man, it looked just a chasm, just nobody in it. It was depressing. The Sun Bowl, the Sun Bowl too. When I played as UTEP, when you got a 50,000 seater and there's like 3 people in that motherfucker, man, that's not great. I was trying to see if I could hit him on the deep ball, but I didn't trust that he was open enough. So just gonna check it down, man. I am not too proud to check it down. Let me tell you, I'll throw 3-yard passes all day if I gotta. All right, Braden. All right, Braden.
That's a good job by the driver out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across
This, like, running all spread all the time feels really unnatural to me. I'm so used to having like 2 tight ends, a fullback, you know. But we're gonna make this work. I don't think I'm gonna be a passing ass team necessarily, like a team that throws it 50 times a game, but if that's the path this playbook and this team takes me down, then that's what we'll do. Because the truth is, man, like, when we get into conference play and we start facing real, you know, Mountain West quality defensive lines, when we got to go against Boise State, when we got to go against, you know, San Diego State, Fresno State, dog, I might not be able to run the ball. It might be like, fuck 3 yards in the cloud of dust. There might be no yards in the cloud of dust. So we might have to adjust. But for now, I'm trying to keep a balance offensively because that's just what I'm comfortable with. But I think at a certain point, I might have to go full air raid and just live and die by the pass at all times. Oh, you missed the block, buddy. Come on now. Come on now, you pulled up. Disappointing. Some of these routes, like whatever the slot receiver is doing on streak X shallow, I'm not used to that. I don't think I'm going to be throwing it to him on this play, but there we go. The funny thing is, with some of the other rebuilds I've done, I've had better starting points roster-wise, but it took me a couple years to get even one receiver as good as either of Hawaii's best 2 receivers. So I think against like the really trash teams, I might have a relatively easy job moving the ball through the air. I don't want to say easy because, you know, the offensive line is a big part of the equation too, right? The offensive line don't hold up. Why did this line up in dime? I read that as 3 receivers, 2 running backs. That is the opposite. It's too busy talking, not paying enough attention to the game, evidently. All right, we're back in our base defense like a normal, responsible adult. Time to give the big boys a chance to make some plays. I should have looked up how big and strong their quarterback is. I don't feel like checking their roster right now, but one thing I'm really curious about is what kind of runner their QB is. Because there's some teams that run that option shit, and their quarterback ain't really a runner like that, or he's not. Maybe he's a low carrying stat, or he's not that fast or that big and strong. And when you get that good hit on the quarterback, it is so satisfying. When you just hit stick the QB and just knock his shit loose, and then he starts missing throws later, it is. Whew. All right, that's nice. And like I said, man, I had a chance to do a custom schedule. I just went with the default one. And a big part of that was just like, season 1, you just want to win some games. You want to have a winning record. I don't care about pushing the roster to get ranked or, you know, we're not trying to get in the damn playoff. Even if we got in the playoff somehow, which we won't, them boys ain't going to win no games in the damn playoff, man. I need to be playing against Georgia, so. So we're just trying to have a winning record, trying to have a positive season. show these recruits that we can win. You know, show these recruits that it's not a dead thing out here. We can get some shit done, and from there, man, you know, a little bit of incremental improvement. Try to lock up some 3 stars this year. You know, probably not getting none of those 4 stars, and I'm probably not even gonna chase them. But get as many 3 stars as we can year 1. See what kind of internal improvement we can get from the dudes we already have. Hit the portal a little bit, you know, maybe get lucky, and then work from there. Got really lucky with the portal a couple of times, actually. Like, I got my UTEP save. You got the roster was, you know, not great, obviously, but I got an 86 rated receiver from Texas. He's a senior, unfortunately, so I only got 1 season out of him, but I immediately broke the school single season receiving touchdown record, partly because, like, man, dudes in Conference USA didn't have nothing for that man. I threw an interception. I thought that route was going to be a little bit shallower, and he was going to cut in front of the safety, but he went behind him. And we've got our first pick of the season. I keep doing shit like that in this quarterback ain't winning no awards this year, man. We're putting up some empty calorie stats. We'll have one of those 40 touchdown, 20 interception seasons that everyone loves so much. Out there looking foolish, doing some Jameis Winston shit. Yeah, like before I like trust my playbook and trust my offense, I definitely some Jameis Winston seasons, man. Like definitely some the quarterback giveth and quarterback taketh away in these games, man. We got a stadium post. Damn. Okay. This dude's had a losing record last year and famously don't really fill this joint up. Like, I didn't expect there to be any kind of crowd impact. Got a decent little group of people out of the game today. Ain't too mad at it.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision.
A lot of these plays, I haven't really gotten a chance to get like a good, like solid, like stick on somebody. Like I really want to crack one of these dudes in the head and just like send a message. Especially now that like before it was just kind of like a cosmetic thing. Like every once in a while you'd hit stick somebody into a fumble on Madden, but like there kind of really wasn't that much reason to do hit stick other than maybe it looked cool. But now with the wear and tear system, like if you crack somebody upside the ribs, man, they might lose a little throw power or bust somebody in the legs, accelerate a little slower. Like it makes a difference. I've not starting QBs out of games in CFB because dudes have just been irresponsible and tried to run their little 180-pound quarterback on me and not slide. So, you know, always fun to turn the tides of the game by just straight violence, man. We'll say the good thing about playing against a team that's just going to be running all the damn time, especially a team that isn't that good and wants to run all the damn time, is you're going to rack up tackles for loss. Oh, what a play. He looked beat. What a play. Mekhi Pay, let's go. I love being at the point in a campaign where like in a dynasty where you're still playing with like the real players, because man, there's some real humans that I have treated like they are my actual friends, and there are some who I have cursed out of their name, and I feel bad about it because I'm like, man, this kid just trying to get a degree, like he don't deserve this from me. All right, let's see if we can get going here. The uniforms ain't bad. They're kind of cool. I always appreciate helmets that are different on each side. And it's got the, you know, having like the actual state, the islands on the helmet is a nice little touch, so. Boy! sometimes when I'm playing as a team that I've already built up a bit, you'll see me go through it on like 4th and 5 and way back in my own shit just because the hubris that comes from the confidence of having a dope ass team and also just making frustrated decisions like a dummy. I'm not doing that with this team, man. I do not need to be just inviting them to score points on me. Man, he's strong. Who is that man? Why does he only have 1 carry? He's clearly their best guy, man. Get that man the ball. Or don't. If you want to help me out, don't get him the ball, but man, we should be giving him that shit. Flag on who? Damn, he held that quick. That play was like a 1.5 long. I'll take it though. I'll gladly take it. One of the things that I find really odd about like the transfer system in this game is like that they use play style. That's one of the main things. And a lot of times it's not like, if I'm a pass rushing DB, I want a team that, or a pass rushing like linebacker, I want a team that blitzes a lot. Or like, if I'm, this kind of team, I want a team that plays this formation. You know what I mean? Like if I'm a big like nose tackle type, I want a team that plays a 3-4. It's more like if you're a DE, it's just like how many tackles for loss does your entire team have? Or like if you're a corner, how many interceptions does your entire team get? And it's like, it's not really, oh my God. I don't feel like it's a play style thing. I cannot believe you disrupt the kicker. They said they patched that. They have not patched that. That shit is still incredibly common. Man, you're gonna have to. The scholarship is in jeopardy. That's all I'm gonna say. The scholarship is in jeopardy. But yeah, the play style thing is weird. So like, I don't know, any defensive ends that have play style as their thing, they're gonna enjoy this season. Of me playing, I think 2 or 3 FCS teams and just out here hitting people behind the line of scrimmage. I remember I got some tackles for loss this year. I don't know about sacks. I don't know about how the speed rushers are going to feel about the way I play, but everyone that's got run stopper as their label, yeah, they're gonna be ready for some Hawai'i football, man. They're gonna be clamoring for some Hawai'i football. All right, we're just gonna play man coverage on these fools. I'm not even gonna bother to look up what their receivers are like. I'm only doing man coverage because I still feel like I'm more worried about their run fits than I am about them hitting me downfield. All right, punt safe, man. I better not see no damn roughing the kicker.
And the astronauts will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep.
All right, fair catching.
Settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around
Hoo-wee.
the Hawaii offense returns to the field. Here's another.
All right, we're gonna try play action. I'm not feeling amazing about it, but let's see if I can hit Ashlock over the top here. Nope. Woo! Who said he ain't a mobile quarterback? Sometimes when they get stuck on them damn screens, you gotta sprint like 30 yards away to make it happen.
He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's McBride.
I'm glad the line held on that one because it took a long time for anybody to get open. The astronauts, I think they're the weakest of the SCS teams on this game, so not too surprised they're not getting a lot of pressure. I say that as they only have 7 points when it's close to halftime, but, you know. All right, hopefully they follow Nishigawa on the, yeah, there we go. Take one man away. Run it into the gap. Perfect. Perfect.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the
What are we gonna call? What do we even have in this playbook? I don't know why I have a yards per attempt figure on a play I have never called before, but get rid of it. Did not get out the pocket. Foolishness. Foolishness. I'm making bad decisions. I swear I've been doing good quarterbacking lately. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me on that one. He's pressed up on Ashlock. I'm gonna watch that right safety. Yeah, he got him covered. But he can block. Hey. Alright, got a level switch going. I think Nishikawa is probably more likely to get open than he is. Oh no! Hey, see, if you don't think I'm gonna go for it, y'all must not know me. Like I said, one of my pet peeves is that damn coach suggestions. It comes up every damn fourth down, no matter what. And I'm just like, look, man, there's times when I'm like, dog, I'm UTEP and I'm working on my second national championship. Like, do you think I need your help? Like, how do you think I got here, man? By making good coaching decisions. Like, come on, man. Like, I wish there was a way to turn it off too, because I just really don't want help. Like, half the fun is calling the plays and like doing the strategy. All right, let's see if I can get Nishikawa an opportunity here. I cannot. We're gonna take advantage of the game's terrible run. Oh shit, no! Oh wow! So, as I was gonna say before I got rudely interrupted, I was gonna take advantage of the game's terrible like run reactions. When quarterbacks scramble, they always like a beat too late to realize that he's past the line of scrimmage and try to converge on him. Hey, they were on time that time. They're very much on time that time. So yeah, buddy, that's how that went. Oh boy, it's tied, and they have done nothing on offense. It's just tied. I'm playing like I can't even say I'm playing like shit because I've shut their offense down completely. It's just my offense ain't really getting in there. I thought I was gonna hit him with the big juke. Thought I was gonna but tough life, man. We ain't got the wiggle like that. Damn, Perry moves like shit. Sorry, Perry. I know you're not watching this, but I still gotta apologize, man. They made you turn like a tank. I don't know why they did you dirty like that. Ooh. Yeah, I just got my dude Wes Walker. That's tough, man. Alright, we're gonna run it. We got multiple timeouts. Look at that blocking mismatch, and he held his own, man. He got out there. Sorry, I read your name wrong earlier. The small print's fucking me up. I don't have the best eyesight. There we go. There we go. Hey, 15 for 21. Not for much yardage, but you know, you can do some dinking and dunking, man. Terrible throw. It worked out anyway. It was irresponsible, but sometimes it pays off anyway, and we have learned nothing in the process. Damn, they were all over that shit. I'm gonna test them with the no huddle real quick. I want to see what McBride can do. I see that fucker. I realize I'm wasting clock. I don't care. Touchdown. 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 Let's go. Let's get it. What a play, too. Right at the end of the half. 5 seconds left. Come on now. That's a big play wide receiver. You know what I'm talking about? That's a big play wide receiver. That's all he do is make big plays. It really is. Yeah, that's a serious sound effect on that hit, man. God damn.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime.
Ah, cowards. They're not gonna throw the end of half Hail Mary. Scared behavior.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And I get it.
See, look, man, we're on pace for a lot of yardage. They have 28 yards of offense. They are down by 7 points. That's where life is at right now. Wow. Sat him down too. Look at him just lying down, dejected. Fucking punching the ground, mad. Wasting my wide receiver's stamina. I should just have him pull off. Dang. What a tough world we live in, man. Alright, so anyway, speaking of just like the overall goals, right? The goal, typically, take a group of 5 school, build them up to the point where, hey, we really ain't got no business in the group of 5 anymore. Like, we smacking all these teams up. Move them on to a Power 5 conference. And I try to make it one that makes sense geographically. Obviously, they don't factor in rest and travel schedules and shit in the game. I mean, it's, you know, they don't really necessarily have conference be a factor in recruiting either from a regional standpoint. Like, conference is a factor in recruiting, region is a factor in recruiting, but not the way that they interact with each other, right? Because you always talk about like, oh, Big Ten added this school, and so now recruits from this area are brought into the Big Ten fold, like that kind of stuff. Like, that's not really a thing in these games, right? But I still try to, you know, for the sake of realism, try to make it something that makes some sense. So the goal, obviously, is to eventually bring Hawaii into the Pac-10, 12, whatever the fuck whatever it's called now. Wrong button. I meant to hit X. Distracted myself by talking again. But yeah, the goal eventually is to bring them back into the Pac-12, which obviously is gonna have to be rebuilt from the ground up. Have to compete against all those California schools. Touchdown. Let's get it. Their quarterback is 0 for 2. Hey, if they go down 3 scores, I better see him start throwing that ball, man. That'll be desperation hours.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire. You might as well just send everything. Blitz everybody.
And when I first moved to Hawaii, I'd always wondered, you know, why Rainbow Warriors for the team? Like, that's one of those things I knew the name of the team was the Rainbow Warriors, right? But I never really thought about, like, why Rainbow Warriors, right? What is it about rainbows that took on such a special place in the culture, right? I mean, you know, rainbows are beautiful. Everyone loves them. But why there specifically did it become a thing? And when I got there, I saw one of the rainbows in Hawaii for the first time. And it was so beyond any that I'd ever seen before that I just got it immediately. I was like, oh, that's why they have rainbows on the license plates. You know what I mean? Like, the rainbows there are so good that they look like their actual physical features. Like, they look tangible. Like, it's absolutely outrageous. Like, the first time I saw one, like, I felt like a leprechaun, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, should I go follow that? Should I see what's at the other end of it? Because it was, like, every single rainbow I saw out there, it's not like, oh, you get like a couple streaks, you know, of different colors or whatever. Every single one, every color of the rainbow, in full, just clear separation between all of them. It's honestly ridiculous, man. I have so many photos on my phone that are just pictures of rainbows from my balcony, man. On my so many, like, it's honestly crazy. One of my favorite things about living out there, honestly. When I was there during the lockdown as well, and just like staring out the 18th. I lived on the 18th floor, and I had a pretty decent view, and just looking out and like seeing rainbows from the window, like, I think, like, kept me sane, because, man, it was being in the small apartment by yourself for like a year straight is not recommended. Would have been a good time for this game to come out because I would have been, boy, I would have been online 24/7. All right, let's see what he got for Nishigaya. Oh no, he jumped it. Oh no. Man, I'm really letting them in this game. I'm talking too damn much. That's the problem. I'm not looking at the coverages. I swear I can actually read coverages, man. I'm playing like doo-doo, though. Damn, they had a man in the flat. I stared my receiver down the whole time. This is what happens when you're not familiar with plays. Like, you can see somebody not really, getting open immediately, and you just kind of know what the next option is. Dog, I do not know what the next option is. I do not be running any of this shit. Spread offense is not my jam, but we're going to figure it out over the course of the next few games. We're going to play less doo-doo, like I promise. He got stuck, dog. He got held. That's cheating. That's cheating.
This defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
One after the catch. Okay.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Ball is at the 35.
Right.
It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
Good Ryan. Good Ryan.
Efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I'm so fixated on trying to get used to playing a spread team, like an air raid team, that I'm forgetting to actually just run the damn ball.
Wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some.
All right, Hines.
Stopped at the 46-yard line.
Hines got a little juice. Hines got a little juice.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I don't think there's gonna be anybody in the flat on this one. So unless he comes down, Mr. Star, that should be good. Oh boy.
They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous.
Oh no.
At the point of attack, it seems like every single time they decide.
That's not what we needed, man. 3 to 86 yard to 36. Only by 7 points. Whoo.
One man in the backfield and he gets it. He is delivering the blow while running the ball and he gets it to the 39.
All right, we're gonna run the jet touch pass. I think they've nerfed this a little bit, but it's actually already kind of hit or miss at the beginning. But it was one of those ones where when it hit, it was pay dirt, which is what's happening right now. Touchdown. Touchdown, baby. Shout out to Nishigaya. Know your name now, ain't gonna forget it.
That's number 2. They gotta start playing some better defense when the 3's coming soon.
We got a more comfortable lead now. I can still, as long as we're up by 2 scores, I feel like I can experiment with the offense a little bit and run stuff I'm not familiar with and try to learn the timing of it. If they get it down to 1 score, man, it's going to be meat and potatoes football, man. It's going to be the shit that I know from other play styles, the shit that's in other playbooks that I use. We're not experimenting in those instances, man. All right.
It's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having.
All right, we're not doing bad. We're not doing bad.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense.
Yeah, fuck him up.
All kinds of company as soon as he got it.
His sorry ass. See, it's just close enough that they don't think they gotta pass the ball. 2 possession game in the 3rd quarter. They don't have to open it up and throw it every play. I hope I go up by enough in the 4th that I can put the 2nd string quarterback in and see if I can get him some reps. Because our quarterbacks, like our starting quarterback, is way better than either of his backups, right? But he's a senior. Like if I got a guy who's on the roster not touching the ball ever, like it helps at least get him the occasional touchdown, the occasional 60, 80 yard game. Hell yeah. Just so you can get some experience points, maybe level up like a little bit, make some marginal improvements, maybe make an all freshman team or some shit. But oh don't know.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses
Oh boy.
And how about the
But yeah, the problem is,
linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the
I
tackle?
feel like whatever quarterback I end up recruiting during this season will be the quarterback that actually plays next year, rather than one of these guys on this roster. Because even if I get some 3-star with, I don't know, let's say impact depth trait, like not even anybody special. Like, let's be real, I'm probably starting him day one next season. The guys on the team now, these like 2 stars with like very little potential. That's supposed to be lofted over, but whatever, man. I feel like it feels like it'd probably be a waste letting them start next season. So I think I might just if I get any quarterback this year, especially if I get one in the portal, he going in the lineup straight away. I'm still playing like what? I'm trying too hard to try like run it up on these dudes. Also, but I mean, let's be honest. Some of these decisions I would not be making if I felt this team was a little more threatening. I just don't think they can play. I just don't think they can play offense. Like I just don't think they're gonna be able to score on me enough to worry me. So as long as I have at least a 1-possession lead, I can still kind of dick around a little bit. But if it ever gets tied, man, they ain't running no cute shit. Not gonna lie though, I do kind of hate this playbook. So far, my opinion might change. I reserve the right to change my opinion, but so far it's not really my kind of shit.
He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I might end up firing the offensive coordinator in the offseason and seeing what other offensive systems the guys on the market have. Ooh, let's go. Did some violence to my guy at the end of that play, but hey, man, we move on. We move on. Yeah, both the safety stable cover 2. All right. Oh, let's go. Oh shit. Damn, you got some speed. Damn. All right, Barfield. All right, Barfield. Oh, get it. Oh, man. That's tough. That's really tough. I don't know how he blocked that man. That man is 8 times his size. These FCS dudes must not have no weight room at their school, man. Like, look at the yardage. I am disgusted by the scoreline right now. This is embarrassing. This is shameful. Like, maybe, hey man, honestly, the fans at home, like the fans in there, maybe they should have gone hiking or surfing instead. Like, this is not, I'm not putting on a show right now. There we go. There we go. All right, Ashlock. I should throw for 5 touchdowns. I didn't even realize. But 2 just hideous interceptions. So his numbers aren't going to look that amazing. All right, we're up 21. We're not giving up the lead to these dudes, man. Like, it's just not going to happen. I'm so glad they suck. If I'd had a real like FBS team scheduled week 1, this might have gone real bad. I might have been starting. Might have been starting with a fat L. Are they passing it now? I figured 3 scores was the threshold. Open up that playbook, boy. Finally got an opportunity to get a sack because there has not been any pass rushing so far because there has not been any passing. So finally a chance for what should be the strength of this team, the edge rushers, to actually like participate in this game and do the thing they get. I was gonna say get paid to do, but I don't know what the NIL situation is like for edge rushers at UH. But maybe they get like, you know what? I'm gonna get them some NIL money. I'm gonna have them play some good ball, make all conference, and maybe get some like Toyota dealership money or something, man. Could happen. You never know. Alright, we're gonna try a little jet touch pass. This guy is pretty quick. Man, he little. That's not a big man. I saw him get outside of the blocker. I saw that. We'll take the 3 yards though, man. I ain't scared of taking 3 yards. You best believe that. It's better than -5. It's way better than -5. Let's go. Barfield kind of serious. He's little. He's much smaller than the running backs I typically prefer, right? But he got a little something to his game. Oh, they double it up on McBride? I don't even think he's really been dominating this game like that, to be honest. What a throw. Double teamed him. Audible. Tutty. Hey, man, we getting the rhythm now. We getting the rhythm of this offense a little bit. It was like pathetic coverage, but, you know. Hey, man. Welcome to the big leagues, kids. This is Mountain West football now, man. This ain't whatever the fuck conference the astronauts play in. I feel like, I know a lot of people were hoping they would have like real SCS teams and like conferences and like the full deal and all that, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, because now with the NIL thing, they have to license so many more players. So many more. And it was already like, it's already what, a couple thousand players in this one? Oh shit. So I gotta like respect this quarterback now. Yeah, he was not acting like this earlier. Hey, he was not acting like this. Alright. Yeah, we do not have great like man coverage DBs, but I'm just not worried about these guys, man. So we're just gonna man up and see what we can do. I love the dive from him way back there. I'm pointing at it like the camera's behind me and looking at the screen. I don't. The safety though is what happened. He didn't need to do that, but I'm glad he did, man. He tried very hard. Oh. Would have been a pick if he didn't get his own teammates' way.
May not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that.
Mix it up, play a little zone. See if we can confuse this fool.
It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on
And
it's incomplete in this defense.
That was the running back? Damn.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense.
All right, Shager.
This defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession. Yeah,
he's not a running back who's going to move the pile, that's for sure. But I mean, at least he can run. At least he got some moves. He got like 91 speed. That's pretty good. I feel my quarterback's struggling a little bit throwing it in the rain. I feel like his meter's been filling up extra quick. 2 for 9 passing night for that boy. I think one of them was a touch pass too. So he's really only completed one actual drop back. And this is why I was not worried about them beating me when I was doing all that foolishness earlier. Can he beat him off the line quick enough? There's not a lot of space to throw this. I'm just throwing it. Damn, athletic. Athletic. Damn. Alright. What's the move? We're gonna run stick.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down.
No,
That's incomplete.
no hands.
All over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth
Whatever.
down coming up.
We got stick in here twice.
Short and field goal range. They dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open.
I don't love this play call right now, but like I said before,
Now setting up a big decision.
I respect these boys. Oh no.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and 10.
Oh shit. No, it was a first down. Okay. They should probably challenge that, but they're down by a lot of points, so it'd probably be kind of a waste.
If I gotta run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
All right, man. Let's see if it's
One down to the 7.
let's see if it's time for touchdown number 6, perhaps. Let's call screen. Fuck it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Shager. They're setting up the screen.
Easy touchdown.
And they're going to score again.
Easy touchdown.
Touchdown as
Yeah,
they
you know, let them know.
their total.
Let them know. You're doing a little too much, buddy. You're doing a little too much. I don't know if I go that far. You had a good game, though. You had a good game. Let me sub you out, not as punishment for the celebration, but just because, you know, you might be. Oh, no, he's already the backup. Oh, you know what? We good. Damn, a 59. I gotta say, I don't think there's a lot of hope for him. I really don't. Alejandro is red-shirted. All right, man. It's like a Polo Taylor. You are going in, my friend. And I don't think Barfield's got. His wear and tear is totally fine. Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna keep him in. Fuck it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found.
Let's see what they do with it.
At the 23.
I think we've hit the threshold where they can just go back to running the ball. Because I don't think they're going to delude themselves into thinking they're about to come back with the pass game.
Off the play fake on
Oh.
first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After misfiring, it's second
All right, we
down.
finished with 600 yards of offense. Hey, man, get some stats. Get some EXP. Get my dude's ratings up. Can't complain. This game went decent. The interceptions were a little embarrassing. The fumble was also a little embarrassing. It was real bad, but defense played good. I think all their points were scored by their defense, man. I don't think they have an offensive touchdown. I think there's a pick 6 and a fumble return touchdown.
No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the
So yeah, a little embarrassing. All right, let's see what my boy got as a thrower. Can he run? I don't know anything about this man. Come back for it. Come back for it. He's supposed to. It was there if he really wanted it. It was there if he really wanted it. He ain't wanted enough. He ain't motivated.
On second down, he'll try to make
Oh no.
He got a hand in there.
No, batted down the line. This has been an inauspicious start for my guy here at quarterback.
Third and long.
Catch up, run. I just don't want my guy to get tackled. I'm not trying to stop the clock. That's the opposite of what I want to do. I just don't want him getting beat up, man. It's my best player by quite a bit. By a pretty good margin.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's second and 4.
There's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game.
Ooh,
and you
man.
know
Nothing like having to learn what your go-tos are and yet another playbook. I think this is my 4th dynasty. Or the 4th team I've done dynasty with.
practice this week, I can promise you.
I've done UTEP. I've done Buffalo, UL Lafayette, and Temple. No, that's my fifth. Man, that's a lot of. I'm gonna be getting shit confused a lot. Like I logged into my Temple one earlier, and I was like, "Oh yeah, man, I got great DBs." I looked at the roster. DBs is my weakest fucking position group, and I was just like, "Oh, yeah, I'm definitely forgetting shit now. I'm definitely at that point where stuff is blurring together because I got so many going simultaneously." So I accidentally deleted the Buffalo one like a fucking idiot. Like literally my first season in the Big Ten with them. It's a moron. I had a quarterback with 97 speed. He was like a bozo. Like he had like no awareness or whatever. But my God, that man could run. And yeah, I accidentally deleted that shit, man. I swear I was going to the playoffs that year too, man. I swear. Oh no. Damn. Another completion. he's cooking. He's cooking. Get his ass. Yeah, I said my boys rack up some sacks. I'm trying to have at least a couple dudes on some all-conference teams this year, man. I'm not expecting national awards, but let me at least get some all Mountain West dudes on this team. All right, after that ugly-ass first half, having a 56-14 advantage feels pretty decent, I ain't gonna lie. 7 sacks. They only had 14 pass attempts, man. They nerfed the fuck out the FCS teams. They used to be decent. They suck now. Yeah. Good solid wrap-up tackle. And they're celebrating a little too much. They're celebrating a little too much, man. This is what you're supposed to do. 398 yards and 7 touchdowns. Completion percentage was kind of weak, though. He took a couple of bad, a fucking intentional grounding, a fumble that got taken back for a touchdown, 2 bad interceptions. Those stats up front are a little bit misleading, man, but 7 touchdowns, can't complain. Can't complain. It was a productive game, at least. 641 yards to 63. Disgusting. 7 touchdowns, too big. Yeah, I got my backup a touchdown. We developing quarterbacks here, man. Shout out to Ever Beach. Got a lot of friends who live there. Vegas is fine. Oh, man, from the other island. Cam Barfield getting it done. My running backs are so little. I feel like 190 at 5'7" is actually like a decent size though, because like there's a little bit of like stockiness to it as opposed to like, you know, if you 190 at 6'1", it's like, all right, man, that's a skinny ass running back. All right, Hines did some stuff. But what year is he in? Junior? Okay, we got a chance to get something out of these running backs. Shout out to Waipahu also. Some decent food out there. 3 touchdowns for him. McBride getting busy. Senacle? I don't know how to say his name, but he did a little something. It's so weird. I played multiple seasons with like multiple teams where I wound up having a tight end lead the team in receptions. I didn't think I threw a single pass to a tight end in that game. I just don't think they really enjoy lining up with one. We're going to spend these points immediately. Right, so we started in Recruiter. What I typically do is my main concern is with just wasting hours scouting players, right? So what I want is to be able to scout dudes relatively quickly. bonuses and whatever, we can deal with that later. I just really don't want to spend 50 hours just figuring out if a dude is any good or not. If I can get that down to 30, wonderful. If I can get it down to 20, beautiful. But 50 is just, when you only got 400 for the week, it's just so unproductive. It's like typically I worry about the scouting stuff first. I get like some of the bonuses for some of the important position groups, and then I'm just done with the recruiting, with the recruiter tree altogether. Motivated tactician kind of take over as priority. Oh my guys to get those off-season training boosts so to develop. We're gonna fuck with the recruiting a little bit, and then I'm gonna stop the stream for a while. But we're still ahead for McNitt, man. Look at us. Look at us. Houston Warrior. Fucking local legend from Utah. All right, we're gonna get our first visit. Ooh, campus lifestyle A+. You know, Manoa is a nice town. I wouldn't necessarily characterize the campus as being amazing, but Manoa is a really nice town, man. So if you're anywhere on fucking Oahu, it's nice. Like Scrambler from Culver City, Sony Tonga. I'm gonna prioritize Mr. Manley. Although 88 throw power is not anything to be that excited about. 85 is just not good. So yeah, like we need dudes who can hit, you know, a target downfield. Maybe a Price. I don't think I'll be able to fully. I might be able to scout him, but I won't be able to also offer him a scholarship. So I'm gonna save that for another time. This dude, what's he looking like? Big right guard. We have a left tackle and a center so far, as far as O-linemen go. So we're gonna commit some hours to him. I'm gonna see if maybe possibly we can get something, but he doesn't appear to be like a world-beating prospect or anything, but it's worth looking at. I don't know, game of the, oh my God, UCLA? All right, man. I'm gonna stop the stream for here, and we're gonna run it up against UCLA next. We're probably gonna lose by 85,000 points, but I'm excited. All right, later.